Played by Sarah Snook, Shiv Roy's complexity in Succession comes from her mixture of ambition, vulnerability through relationships, and her willingness to use duplicity. She embodies the anti-hero trope by both doing morally dubious things for power and because her flaws are visible to the audience. Initially, she starts out as more of a political fixer rather than a direct power player. But as the series rolls on, she becomes cutthroat, aligning with the likes of Matsson to undercut her brothers and her father. Jimmy McGill begins Better Call Saul as a lawyer hustling to support himself and try to win his brother's respect, albeit in misguided ways. Over the course of the show, the transformation into Saul Goodman is gradual. We see his fall from what we thought was already quite a low bar as he becomes deeper entrenched in criminal enterprises. Bob Odenkirk is masterful at gaining the audience's empathy while Saul/Jimmy himself is an extremely morally dubious character. Critics praise it for showcasing how the antihero isn't born fully dark, but shaped by context, choice, loss, and flawed systems. How could we not include the great Viola Davis on this list? Annalise Keating is a brilliant, charismatic, socially powerful criminal defense attorney and law professor. She's also deeply flawed, struggling with personal trauma, addictions, complicated relationships, and often has to navigate her own moral ambiguity. She's celebrated because she's one of the few complex female anti-heroes, especially one who is Black, queer, and working in the male-dominated legal world, whose vulnerability is baked into her greatness. There's not many people out there who haven't heard Karl Urban's Machine Oi and been able to recognize it immediately. Billy Butcher is an iconic anti-hero who falls more onto the side of deranged lost soul than flawed character. Haunted by the loss of his wife Becca, not once, but twice thanks to Homelander, Butcher's arc is grim. His entire post-marriage life is tied up in his grief and the knowledge that the soup system is corrupt beyond saving. What makes him fascinating is that while many of his actions are monstrous, they are consistently positioned in conflict with an equally monstrous foe. His character forces viewers to question if his extremes are justified when the enemy is so inherently villainous. Butcher is an extreme extension of our own moral outrage towards rampant consumerism, idol worship, and arrogance of those in power. It's no surprise to see James Gandolfini's Tony Soprano at number 1 on this list. He is often treated as the archetypal TV anti-hero. From as early as the pilot, Tony's duality is on show. As both the head of a New Jersey mafia and a husband, father, he suffers panic attacks and engages in therapy to deal with those. Over the show's run, we see major turning points and moments where his humanity shows through, but it is in stark competition with the violent duties of his mafia role. That he never fully redeems himself, nor escapes the violence, yet remains empathetic in parts, makes him the ultimate anti-hero. Do you think we got the list right? Who would be your top 5 anti-heroes? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here at ScreenRant.